Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. This morning we're going to do another sourdough recipe, and this one is going to be sourdough cinnamon rolls. My starter has been in the fridge, but I fed it really well before I put it in there. So let's take a look at it. You see all the bubbles? It's a little cold, but it's still good to use. I'm going to use about 3/4 of it in my sourdough cinnamon rolls. And this is how I start all my sourdough recipes. I put my starter in a bowl, and then I add about 2 to 3 cups of water. And then I mix it well. Now I'm going to add some honey. I'm only adding honey because this is a sweet bread recipe. And now I add some salt. I always add 2 to 3 teaspoons because I think it makes the bread taste better. And lastly, I add my flour. I only had a little bit of all-purpose flour on hand, but I did have the whole wheat einkorn flour. And so this dough has majority of the whole wheat flour, and it still turned out really good. And now I'll don my glove and begin kneading it by hand. Once I'm done kneading, I will go ahead and cover it and set it aside so it can rise. Hi, I just wanted to comment, it's pretty windy out here. I just wanted to comment on the sourdough that I make. Since I posted that sourdough video, I have been inundated with my social media, all these sourdough starters, stuff you need. You have to make it your own. And I've been making bread for over 20 years. Yeast breads, quick breads, sourdough breads. I've been doing this for a while, and I found what works for me and what works for my family. So if you're not confident making sourdough to start out with, I suggest you do follow a specific recipe if that's what you would like. But otherwise, as you get more comfortable, I suggest you experiment and find what works for you. And it's a lot of fun because you're going to make stuff that doesn't turn out very well, and you're going to make stuff that is just really good. And throughout that, you'll find what works for you. So that is my advice, is find what works for you, experiment a lot, read a lot of recipes, and do what's best for you. So don't listen to other people who might criticize your method. You know, it's your life. You do what's right for you. All right, let's take a look at the dough. I have been gone. I went to run some errands, went to the gym, and it's been probably about 3.5 hours. So it's been warm in the trailer. We don't run the AC while we're gone. So let's take a look at. Wow, look at that dough. Look at all those bubbles. It holds a nice fingerprint. I would say it's tripled in size. And the next thing I'm going to do to make my cinnamon rolls is I'm going to mix together some brown sugar and cinnamon. I'm gonna roll out my dough. I'll probably just press it out. I won't roll it out. And I will sprinkle the cinnamon and sugar. And some pats of butter. We like raisins in our cinnamon rolls, so I'll put raisins. I'll roll it up. And then I'll cut it into little pieces and put them in a pan. And it will rise as my oven preheats. Alrighty, our oven is preheated and it's ready to put our rolls in the oven. And so these are done. I do use a thermometer to make sure they have reached a good temperature. My goal is 210 degrees. Mix together some powdered sugar and milk for a little bit of an icing. It kind of broke.
What?
Broke off mine. All right, you want to try it?
Down here.
Sure. A little hot.
Is that good? Yeah?
Yep.
I'm going to try mine. But I'm going to use my fingers. Well, that's good.
It's good, isn't it?
I think it's good. Very sweet.